timeline numbers and the number 0. You ask for explanations. We're here to give them. We were given the word void
For 0.
for 0. So we are now going to ask for a further explanation as to what the word void means if you are to see the number 0 in your physical reality in regards to where you are on a timeline. So let's begin. Okay. A, B, S, O, L, U, T, absolute.
Is there another word?
Yes. Next word. P, O, T, E, N, T, I, A, L. Potential. Is that correct? Absolute potential. Number 0 and the word you gave us was void. Your explanation as to what void means is absolute potential. Correct? And that is meaning to say that in that space, when you see number 0 in your physical reality, you're in a space where anything is possible. You can manifest anything because everything is pure potential and available to you in that moment, should you wish to see it and then create it. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually going to manifest into your 3D reality, because there's other steps to go before then. But in that space of 0 and the void, anything is possible. Okay. This is the explanation of the number 1 and the frequency of number 1, and when we were told that that equated to the word manifest.
Explanation for manifest, please.
P, O, S, S,
I, B, I, L,
I, T, I, E,
F.
possibilities.
Possibilities.
R, A, ran,
O, U,
out,
S, O,
so, Y, O, U,
V, O, I,
void,
so you void. T, E, A, R,
tear,
R, E, A, L, I, T,
reality,
reality.
T, 2, C, R, E, A, T, create, L, I, F, life.
Possibilities ran out, so you
void, tear, reality.
to create life.
Is that correct so far? Is there any more? M, A, N, K, I, N. Mankind. N, I, C, nice. A, N, and O-P-E, open.
Mankind, nice and open. Right.
Any more? N-O, not, C-R-E-A-T-I-N, creating.
M-E-A-N,
means. F-E-A, fear. Fears. Fears. S-O-W-E. Sowed. Sown. Not creating means fear is sown.
Right, yeah.
Sowed. Okay.
Yeah. Any more?
G-A-S-L-I-G-H.
Gaslight.
M-A, man. T, two. S, U, D, D, E, sudden. R, A, C, race. A, G, A, I, N, S, T, against. T, I, M, time.
Gaslight man to sudden race against time.
Is that correct? Okay.
Is that everything?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So basically it was saying that possibilities, when you start seeing number one, this is the energy of manifestation, isn't it? So we got that from the last video.
Yeah, manifest.
And what that means is that the possibilities have now ran out.
So you want to create more.
But it says something about, so you void, tear, reality.
Because the number zero is void.
Yeah, so number one is tearing a
hole
in the void.
In the void to create reality.
To create reality. It's telling you you're in a place of openness.
That mankind in general is open.
So when you see number one, you are in a state of openness to tear the fabric of reality and create, bring into your reality what you want.
Yes.
But warning against...
We did have to write it down because we forgot. Not creating means fear is sowed.
But not creating brings in fear.
Yeah, because then you feel stuck. Like you've got no possibilities. There is no ability to create. And that feeling stuck brings fear.
And then the end of the message was gaslight man to sudden race against time. Which time is an illusion.
Basically is what it's saying.
So if you ever feel like time's running out, it's not.
It's not. You have all the time in the world.
Yeah.
Should we just clarify our perspective on that?
Yeah.
Is that correct, what we've said? Is that a good explanation of your explanation?
What we actually had wrote down was possibilities ran out, so you void tear reality to create life, full stop. Mankind, nice and open, full stop. Not creating means fear is sown, full stop. Gaslight man to sudden race against time, full stop. Please say in the comments how you interpret that message.
Yeah, because that's our interpretation.
Even if it's any different to ours.
Number two. polarity. Let's see what they mean by that when you see that in your physical reality.
S T O P.
Stop.
O P P O S I N G.
Opposing.
Stop. Opposing.
What?
W
A
N T S.
Stop opposing wants.
A N D
And
N E D
stop opposing wants and needs.
Is that it? No. Carry
Okay.
on. Next sentence. A L L O
All.
W. Allow.
Oh, allow. Allow.
M
I. N. Mind.
A N and
Mind and
B O D
Allow
Y
mind and body.
C O H E R
A N C E.
Coherence.
I'm glad you can spell.
So, is that it? Thank you.
Okay.
Stop opposing wants and needs. Allow mind and
body
coherence.
coherence.
I think that's, we don't need to explain that, do we?
No. Go after what you want.
So you can't go to number 3, which is bringing your manifestation into your physical reality
Without aligning
with
your
what
wants
it
and
is
needs.
that you want and need.
And stop opposing it. Stop doing things because you feel you should, or you're trying to avoid the heavy conversations or the deep emotions.
Allow your
wants and needs.
actions, your body to reflect your thoughts, what you want, your ideas.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah.
So the next instalment of timeline numbers, we were given the word reality for the number 3 when you see it in your physical reality in regards to where you are on a timeline. So we started digging into the word reality and what is meant by that to give you a deeper understanding. So here it is.
So 3 you said was reality, is that correct?
In what way does number 3, in what way do you mean reality?
V-I-O V-I-S-U-O. Are we going to have to Google this word?
We'll have to.
Combined form derived from Latin visus, sight, seeing, used to indicate relationship to vision, sight or visual perception. Commonly used in psychology and medicine to describe processes involving the eyes and brain, such as visuospatial or visuometer.
Right, specifically.
The faculty of sight or the act of seeing.
So you're seeing it in your reality.
Using compounded words to denote that visual information is being used.
and frequently used in cognitive science, neuroscience, and psychology to describe how the brain processes, interprets, and analyzes visual information. It's not just the act of looking, but the cognitive interpretation of what is seen. Your thoughts create your reality. So you take in what you see and your brain processes that and puts it back out to make a reality.
Wow.
So however your brain processes the information, and that would be very dependent on belief systems, on, you know, upbringing, on programming, will very much depend on the version of reality you see. Because everybody will have the same input, but not everybody will get the same output. So is that right? That interpretation, how I've said it, it's very dependent on how your brain processes information as into what reality will look like for you. Because, like, for context, take a red apple, for instance. Well, one very obvious thing is if you're colourblind, you're not going to see a red apple, are you? If you can't see the colour red, you're not going to see a red apple. So, therefore, your reality is going to be different to my reality if I'm not colourblind. That's a very simple way of doing it, but that's very cognitive. But, like, or, for instance, the way you perceive something and see it and then take it into your brain and process it with your belief systems, your conditioning, your, you know, subconscious processing, you will probably end up seeing a completely different version of reality to me.
Okay.
Because no two people process things the same way, because we're very unique in our entire upbringing. Everyone's been brought up different. Everyone believes different things.
Perceives it
the board, for example. We don't see this board as negative or evil because that's not our experience, and we don't play into the belief that it is.
Our reality doesn't give back to us negative
Exactly, because we don't believe in that. We don't attune to that.
People who see this board the way Hollywood would portray it
will get the negative experience.
Yeah.
Visuo. Reality is visuo.
Okay, so is there any more to that?
What a cool way of explaining reality using that word, visuo.
Mm-hmm.
Who fucking knew? Hennet.
Yeah. Hennet? Hennet?
Hennet. Back to Google. An ancient Egyptian goddess associated with the pelican, often titled Mother of the King, as regarded as a protective deity in funerary contexts. A pelican-headed woman symbolised protection against dangerous elements in the afterlife and was believed to help the deceased emerge from the tomb. Talk about bringing the dead to life. Are you talking about that goddess, Hennet?
And how does she link with the number 3 and reality?
And visuo. Rebirth. So what do you mean by rebirth? It's actually seeing it as already true.
Oh. That's the whole point of act as if.
Act as if you already are or have.
So when you see 3,
yeah,
you need to, that's your indication as, right, we've heard your manifestation.
Now act as if you already have it.
Yeah.
I know that's easy said than done. Like, obviously, if you're trying to manifest millions of pounds, you can't go around spending millions of pounds like you're a millionaire. But what you can do is you can embody the mindset of somebody. Because usually people who are very abundant in finances see opportunities everywhere. It's the people who are in lack mentality who are always the ones that are like, I never get a chance. There's no opportunities for me.
Yeah.
So it's more about embodying the mindset of that reality.
Okay. Yeah.
Would that be a fair understanding? Right.
Can you please give us an explanation as to why when we see the number 4, it means anchor?
Timeline. OPPOS. Opposite.
Okay. Opposite. now. E.
Available.
Timeline opposite, now available.
Any more? T.
T. Ground it. Any more?
Okay.
A timeline opposite, now available, ground it.
Could it be talking about a timeline that you're currently on? There's a timeline that's currently running alongside it that might be a better timeline to be on than the one you're currently on, and you're in the space where you're able to tap onto that timeline and ground that into your reality.
Yeah, is that correct?
Okay. How do you advise people do that? Just you, POV, just your point of view. Obviously with the threes, it's like, okay, the three's almost like a precursor. You want different, it's available to you once you start switching your point of view. I think
with number 3, you probably start seeing it sort of in your reality rather than, you know, it being yours. So maybe if you want a new car, people around you start
getting new cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And number 4, it's about embodying the fact that actually I can have a new car.
Yeah. And then your perspective around that will shift. So if you want a new car and you treat your current car like shit, would you treat your new car like shit? No. So start looking after your car.
Right. Be grateful for the car that you have, because then it can only kind of upgrade for you.
And like I was saying to you the other day, you know, I've wanted to move for a while, but yet haven't had the opportunity to. But I've also been in the back of my head wanting to decorate this house.
Right, okay, so if we use you as an example, so you've wanted to move for a while. So you've wanted to move for a while. You suddenly start noticing at number 3 that friends, family, people online that you watch are moving house. That's number 3. It's been shown to you.
Yeah.
And it's only shown to you because it is available to me. In number 4, when you start seeing the number 4, you then start to do the things that you would do to bring that in. So you would start being grateful for the house that you already live in.
And I would be decorating like I would if I was in a new house.
Yeah, buying things that you might buy for a new house.
Yeah, because I'm grateful for the current thing that I have.
Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Is that correct? Cool. Okay, there we go. It's all about perspective.
Scene number 5, we got the word test. This is the explanation.
K A N J O S.
Kanjos. Is that correct?
Meaning a person who is hard-fisted, stingy or miserly, specifically one who hoards money and refuses to spend it even on basic necessities.
Oh, that makes sense.
So number 5, test. So if you think of the numbers up to that point in time, especially with the 3s and the 4s, the 4s is about embodying this energy that you want to switch timelines to. So, you know, if you want a new car, you start looking after your car.
To anchor it in.
To anchor it in. But number 5, if Kanjus, or whatever the word was, is correct, talking about being miserly and and hoarding on to things and not spending it,
you're still in that kind of scared mentality.
And money is energy still. It needs to flow. So maybe when you're seeing the 5s, it's a reminder to say you're not in flow yet. Still, you're still holding on to something that needs to be released.
But also, because of the word is test, maybe it's telling us that when we start seeing the number 5s, to kind of be prepared, because actually you're going to be tested as to whether you're ready to jump onto the new timeline. So maybe you'll start seeing things in your reality that kind of really go against what you're trying to embody and make that harder for you to see if you can persevere.
Yes. Okay.
Because if you're not quite ready, naturally you would resort back to, I'm not going to clean my house, or not going to decorate.
Yes, you'd hold on to the old.
You'd hold on to the old.
Kanjos.
You would do the whole kanjos thing.
You'd be a miser.
Which is like specifically one who hoards money and refuses to spend it, even on basic necessities. But that could be put into other things, like, I don't like my house, so I'm not going to decorate it.
Yeah. Like for me, with the house move, I had that mindset, why would I spend money decorating this house when I want to move? But that's the very reason why I need to spend money decorating this house, because I'm embodying the energy of what I'd be doing in my new house.
Because your house is actually an illusion.
Yeah.
It's not real.
No, it's just
the consciousness that's real. So it's the consciousness that you are that needs to play into the reality, regardless of what the illusion is showing you.
Yeah.
Because once you consciously start playing into the reality in the way that you want to bring what you want in, the illusion has to shift to be the thing that you want.
Exactly that. Is that correct? Have we understood that correct with that word you gave us of kanjos? Is there anything else you wanted to say? No. There we go.
I think that was straightforward enough.
Yeah.